Yo, when people talk about party fighting games, the same few names always come up, and yeah, they're great, but what happens after you play those to death? Today, I'm going to be looking at 5 party fighting games that I think a lot of people have potentially missed. These are the ones I actually pull out when friends come over, the games that cause shouting, laughing, and the occasional argument over who definitely cheated. I've deliberately left Gang Beats off this list, not because it's bad, it's definitely a brilliant game, but because everyone's already played it in my humble opinion. The 5 games on this list are what I potentially consider hidden gems, so let's dive into them. Number 5. Now, Unspottable sounds almost too simple on paper, but the second the controllers are in people's hands, it gets tense really fast. I first played it with my partner, and even with just only 2 players, it completely worked. The premise of the game is you're basically hiding in plain sight amongst identical AI characters, and the first challenge is figuring out which one you even are. From there, it's about spotting other players without giving yourself away, which is harder than it sounds. I've definitely punched more than a few AIs by mistake and immediately expose myself. What keeps this game interesting are the level variations. Collecting sushi, sneaking around playgrounds, avoiding spotlights, all while trying not to look too suspicious. Keeping it real, it's strictly local multiplayer and there's not loads of content, but for quick, tense couch sessions, this always gets laughs and accusations flying. Number 4. If you've never played Party Animals before, I describe it as chaotic physics-based nonsense where no one ever feels fully in control, and that to me is why it's definitely a funny game. You'll line up a perfect move only to get sent flying by a last-second headbutt, and half the time you're laughing whether you win or lose. The variety here definitely helps. Poison fog arenas, collapsing bridges, planes freezing mid-flight, even sport mode thrown into the chaos. Matches can drag a little bit with teams, but for jumping in with friends locally or online, it's absolutely mayhem in the best possible way. Number 3. Nidhogg 2 is one of those games I personally forgot about until someone suggested it, and suddenly we're playing just one more match for over an hour. At its core, it is a brutal tug-of-war duel where every round feels different. Some matches end in seconds, other turns into long, desperate standoffs that draw a crowd. I've spent most of my time with this game in local multiplayer, and that's where it definitely shines. The weapon forces you to adapt on the fly, and sometimes going in unarmed is the smartest move. I'm not totally sold on the art style, but once the match starts, none of that really matters. It's intense, hilarious, and perfect if you want something competitive without needing a full group. Number 2. Keeping it real, I hadn't even heard of Stick Fight until a friend booted it up at his house, and after a few rounds, I was completely sold. I liked it so much, I now own this game on both my Nintendo Switch and also the Xbox Series. I describe this game as pure fast chaos. Simple controls, no tutorial, and barely any downtime. Weapons basically rain from the sky, stages constantly change, and the game never lets you breathe. The guns are what really makes this game special. Everything has weight, fire a shotgun and you might knock yourself off the map, grab a bazooka and survival becomes optional. And then there are the snake guns, which turns the screen into absolute madness. Keeping it real, this game's not deep and it only has one real mode, but it's the game I always bring out when people come over and it never fails. Number 1.
Check. The perfect gear? Check.
Rubber Bandits instantly earned a permanent spot in my party rotation. From the tutorial, it completely understands what it wants to be. Everything in the environment can be grabbed, thrown, used as a weapon, or turned into an escape tool. Chairs, traffic cones, swords, computers. If it exists, someone will try and hit you with it. What I love most is how unpredictable this game is. You're fighting, stealing loot, escaping cops, and jumping between ridiculous minigames that constantly change the flow. Some modifiers completely flip the experience, like censored violence, where the screen pixelates when you're hit and you suddenly fight in blind. It's not perfect, I've had bugs and crashes, but despite that, it still definitely is one of the most fun party games I own. Loud, stupid, and endlessly entertaining. Anyway peeps, there you have it, 5 party fighting games that I personally think deserve way more attention than they do get. Every one of these have earned a permanent spot in my party rotation. If you've already warned out the likes of Gang Beats or just want something new for your next game night, I can honestly recommend any of these. Let me know which one you've played or what I've personally missed out of the hidden gem selection, and I'll see you definitely in the next video. If you did enjoy this very quick urban gameplay video, be sure to hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel before, do consider hitting the subscribe button, and until next video, we definitely say peace out, peeps.